Well, seems like Carla's had some kind of surgery. I haven't really been paying attention. Of course, we don't want nobody to be ill. But I go back and I look and I see her talking about the surgery, and I'm looking at all the comments under it, and I don't see misbehaving and Samara comforting her in the comments. But that's okay. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I hope Carla does well. Really, I don't want anybody to be sick. But what I wanted to do was I wanted misbehaving, and Samara and Carla seem to have been very honest with people about how they call things out and how this needs to be said. And I can just imagine Carla with her finger up going, I have something to say. Well, Carla and Miss B and Samara, why don't you tell Mr. Positive why you kicked him out of the Discord? Why don't you tell him? And why don't you tell him how you talked about him behind his back like that, like he was disgusting or something? Because I told him. I told him you guys told me not to say nothing. I had quite a rapport with him. I just can't be friendly with somebody that is friendly with people who did stuff. I mean, I don't hate Mr. Positive, but if he wants to be friends with them after they did that shit to me, then that's cool. But what I'm challenging Carla and Misbehaving and Samara to do is bring Mr. Positive up on the panel and tell him why you kicked him out of the Discord and why you lied to him, told him that there just is no Discord anymore and you changed it. And you asked me to lie to him. And I did for a while. I didn't really lie to him. You know, he just wondered why that you guys weren't talking to him and stuff like that. I said, oh, they just made some changes in their Discord. Everything will be okay soon. But I didn't tell him why you guys kicked him out. And why you couldn't tell him why you kicked him out. You just made an excuse as to why you kicked him out. You had a problem with something that I said. So you decided to blast me. And I was talking to somebody else. I wasn't even talking to you. He was talking to you. Because I said something that you didn't like. But he was talking to you. Instead of you going, hey, I have something to say. You shouldn't be talking like that about these women. You made up a story and kicked him out of your Discord. But now you have him back. After all that crap you said about him. And how disgusting he is. And how you think he's a pervert. So I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to bring Mr. Positive up on panel and tell him why you kicked him out of the Discord. I'll give you a chance to do that. Because, you know, you're all about calling things out, trying to embarrass people for things they say, even if it's not to you. But when people say something directly to you, you just want to make up some kind of story. So why don't you do Mr. Positive a solid and tell him why his behavior freaked you guys out, even though I didn't see anything terribly wrong with it. Instead of bringing it up publicly. That's what you chose to do to me, bring it up publicly. And I want you to respond to this. I'd like for you to respond to this and make up some story about why you kicked him out of the Discord. I want you to do that. Or you'll sit and not say anything about why you kicked him out of Discord. I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to prove it. Because if you can call one person out for something you think is disgusting, even though they weren't talking to you, then you need to call another person out publicly for saying those types of things. This is what Two-Face looks like. Having this man on the panel. Oh, and I'm going to tell you now, all his personal information went in their Discord. This man, they're having this man up on on their panel, having a good time with him. But behind the scenes, all three of them talked about how disgusting he was. And that he might be a pervert. But I'll go into full detail. I'm going to wait and see if they respond. These two-faced motherfuckers here. They're pretending pretending to be this guy's friend. So go ahead and respond to it. Why did you kick Mr. P out of your Discord? It's just a question. And don't tell me it's none of my business. Because it was none of anybody else's business what happened in your Discord with me and you. But you decided to put it out there, didn't you? So you have a few days. No offense, Mr. Positive. But if we're going to bring things public about what people do and say, and Carl's going to sit there with her finger, I've got something to say. Well, have something to say, or I will.